The time is now 5:37 in the morning. It is Monday morning. I just added up my earnings for the night, $335. I don't know if I will get another trip at this time, but I will just head towards the gas station and fuel it up and park it, because that's about all I got time for considering where I am. And yeah, it was a busy night, very busy until about 2:30 in the morning. Well, it was busy till midnight. Then it slowed down. I had maybe 3 trips between midnight and 2:30, and then I was so exhausted that I fell asleep in the parking lot, and I slept until almost 5. It was 4:30 when I woke up and then got a call. And I did that one, and then I had another one. Then I had this one, which brought me to the dockyard in Esquimalt. And how come this thing kicked me off? Oh, anyways, while I was sleeping, it used to be that this system would give you a warning that you're about to be kicked off the system. You have a minute to touch the screen. You touch the screen and everything would be fine again. Now, it just doesn't give you a warning that it's going to kick you off. It just kicks you off. So if you're sleeping, you're just going to sleep through being kicked off and not have a chance to get yourself back on. Or the only time you'll get a chance to put yourself back on is when you wake up on your own, which I did. And that's just wrong, because it's taking away all your chances. And if there are customers to be served, we can't service them if we're sleeping and the thing doesn't tell you that it's about to kick you off the board. Real inconvenient. So it's possible that I missed a few trips and I would have had even more money than $335. But the thing is, I got so exhausted by working so hard before midnight, one right after another, non-stop. It was aggravating. Don't like working that hard. Like to have a reasonable little break in between calls now and then. Well, whatever. Yeah, I've got just enough time to fuel up and park it. That is exactly what I'm going to do. What else is there? Oh yeah, no, I talked about that, and there wasn't much else to talk about. Just hard work, and then it slowed down. I would like it to be at a more gentle pace, but a steady pace all night long. A gentler pace than what was at the beginning of the night. And all night long, just like that, and make the same amount of money. Why not? It's because we're short-staffed, and you know, a lot of the time there's, at one point, I think it was 10 o'clock, there were 4 cars out at the ferry terminal. They could have been doing calls in town instead of sitting at the ferry terminal. Yeah. Sitting at the casino. Maybe they weren't sitting at the casino tonight, because the casino isn't open late on Sundays. Whatever. I got 4 more nights to go this week. I hope to get some sleep during the day. Time is now 5:03 in the morning on a Tuesday. I just dropped off over here at the ferry terminal. There's this guy who was staying at a hotel in town. Him and his wife had a son who was born, I guess, a week ago in Victoria. But then they found out that there was a problem with his heart, so the kid had to go to Vancouver for heart surgery. And now the guy has all the luggage and everything. He's going to go to Vancouver to meet his wife and son now that the surgery has been done. And they're staying in Vancouver for a bit. And on top of that, they live in Tofino. So that's out on the west coast of Vancouver Island. And something like a 4 or 5 hour drive into town. Oh, I'm tired. But I had a successful night. This was a $69 fare. Plus before that I had about $230, something like that. So I'm in the $300 ballpark, which is good. And when you consider that it was a bit of a slower night tonight, I did get some breaks in between calls, which is nice. And I also slept in a little bit because yesterday, well, the Sunday night was stinking busy before midnight. And then I ended up going to sleep once for 2.5 hours. Then when I was at home, I had trouble getting to sleep. And just as I was getting to sleep, someone knocked on the door, interrupted me. And after I got rid of that, someone else. It was a parcel being delivered to me. Very good. They knocked on my door, woke me up. Parcel delivery. And then about an hour later, it happened again. So once I was interrupted by someone at 11 o'clock, then interrupted again at about noon with a parcel delivery, and once again at 1 o'clock I was interrupted with a parcel delivery. As soon as I got that, I just went straight to bed. And of course, I went to fix my breakfast, or dinner, I guess you could call it. And yeah, I fell asleep when the meat was in the oven. So when I woke up, I had burnt chicken bites, and then I microwaved some frozen vegetables. So yeah, the burnt chicken bites was not exactly the best. Well, I guess I'll drive back into town, wash the car for the owner, and fuel it up and walk home. Then I think I'll drive to the chiropractor's, because I don't want to walk in this particularly. I don't want to wash the car in it either, but it's got to be done. Okay, well, 3 more nights to go this week. Time is now 6:18 a.m. It is the what is it? I just woke up, see? This would be Wednesday morning. So it was a Tuesday night, and I did $350. But it feels like more, because before midnight it was non-stop. It was one right after another, one right after another. Just kept going and going and going and going. And then I had a couple of breaks. I wanted to watch a fair amount of video, but I ended up just going to sleep more than watching video. It exhausted me. The amount of driving I did before midnight exhausted me and made me drag my ass through the rest of the night, through the morning hours, and I kept falling asleep between calls and then getting sent on more calls and then falling asleep between calls and then being bothered for more trips. It's exhausting, but I got through it all right. Nobody gave me any trouble, which is good. Everyone paid, and some people paid quite generously. There was nothing, it typically happened, you know, people would have a $14 or $15 fare and give me a $20 bill. Thank you. Now I'm just heading over to the car wash that I know is open. And at the moment it's not raining. If the car doesn't look too dirty, I might just not wash it at all. Yeah. So this is going to be this is the end of the night, actually. You know, at this time, yeah. Yeah, there's no question. I don't even want to... I fell asleep and slept through the end of the shift. And I was always on the board. I never got kicked off. Yeah. Okay, we're making it to the car wash here. There's morning traffic. Yeah, I did sleep too late, but I needed the sleep. I was just exhausted. Okay, we're coming into the car wash now. Better up the windows now so that when I wash the car it doesn't get wet in here. Okay, let's pull in and see what it looks like. Well, it's now 6:01 in the morning on Thursday. 6:01 on Thursday. It has been a long night, and I'm going to make this thing stop beeping at me by logging out. There we go. Now it's done. It was one of those where it's just somehow didn't seem right. And just when I was getting into the swing of things, I would get a call from a personal who was always far away from where I was and needed a ride. Yeah. And so I had to drive right across town to go get her. On more than one occasion. Of course, while I'm on my way to get her, I'm getting other calls which I can't take. And now it's raining. It's raining. it's raining and I gotta wash the car. And I might as well detail the interior too for the owner, since I didn't do it yesterday. I think he did it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And then I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna see how dirty the car is first. Yeah, I'll do it anyway. Maybe I can go to the car wash that doesn't have that has a roof over it. Yeah, that's what I want, because I don't want to get rained on when I'm washing the car. That's what I'll do. I'll go to the car wash that has a roof over it. And then I will go to the underground parking where I won't get rained on again to detail the interior. And then I will fuel it, and I will park it, and I will trudge home in the rain. I've got about $285 on, which was a little less than it could have been, because my personal didn't pay for a couple of fares, and then wanted me to lend her money so that she could get minutes on her phone. That's too much. Too much. Oh yeah. I'm just exhausted. I did fall asleep a few times while watching videos, watching long, boring videos that I think I'm going to unsubscribe from. They're also repetitive. It's like I've seen it all already. They don't put a lot of new content on. They just sort of mix up the old content with the new content and make a big, boring, long thing out of it. One more night to go this week. Time is now 5:42. I am leaving the airport, and I just had the slowest night of the year. So slow, as a matter of fact, that I had 9 trips all night, and I had $139 on. And that's not much when you consider that the lease on the car is $115 and the fuel costs will be about $15 or so. I should turn this off. There we go. Somebody was moving a house. Oh, they still are. See, they're moving a house. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go the other way, because I don't want to get these guys here. Go the other way. Yeah, somebody's moving a house, and they slowed us down on the way there. So I got a call at 5 o'clock to go pick somebody up and take her to the airport, and I got $67. It was a $57 fare. She gave me $67 to bring her to the airport, so I ended up with $206. Saved my night. Just saved my night. So now we're driving away from the airport, but in the wrong direction, but that's okay, we'll fix that. Once we get to West Saanich Road, we'll turn left and then take McTavish back to the highway. It will take a few minutes, but it's better than waiting for the house to get through the roundabout. I hate roundabouts, especially when you're moving houses. Yeah. Oh, what is this? Let's block the road with a big stupid truck. Another one there. And one here. Let's get around this nonsense. Okay. We'll go slow. And what have they got? I don't know what they're doing here. Oh, they're trying to prevent people from going the way from whence we came and get in the way of the moving house. All right. Hope yours is better than mine.